They're saying like, oh.
It is bright. It is very bright. Welcome everyone. We've popped down to a place in Malta called Marsaxlokk, and this is in the southern sort of coast of the Malta island. Malta is a pretty small place, and what we found quite interesting whenever we've got rides here in places is the journey time to everywhere is about 20 minutes. 20 minutes from everywhere, which is quite funny. So I guess if you're coming from the centre, that's 20 minutes. Anyway, Marsaxlokk is kind of like a fishing village. There's a bit of a market here, which is quite a big deal on a Sunday. Today is Sunday. And yeah, we've avoided some of the hectic crowds from earlier. I think earlier in the morning it does get very busy. And why I wanted to come here is to see harbour and little boats and all sorts of little fishing things. One thing I've noticed with the boats here, which is quite interesting, is how colourful they are. They're just, they're very friendly. Sometimes fishing boats can be, you know, rusty buckets floating on the water. But these, they seem a little bit more characterful. I like that. Oh wow, I'm like really in the sun now. Okay, so we are gonna explore a little bit into the town and probably take a few steps into some of the back streets, just sort of the road off of the main sort of harbour view, and get some photos. So for the moment I've got my 35mm f2, yeah, one of the things that I've found in some of the other areas we've been around Malta is getting images of some of the buildings, but what's missing is just a little bit of activity. A lot of the places we've been to so far, they've been very quiet. I think that could be, you know, a sign of the times. Could also be the fact that it's October, which is more towards the end of the season of things. But just in terms of local life, yeah, we just like a little bit more activity in the photos, I think. And I think you can probably agree with that as well. Seeing images of just alleys and streets and stuff is nice, but having a little bit of activity just kind of adds a little bit more story to it. And we're not going to be here for too long because we are actually going to be picking up a car. So we're going to be hiring a car, and we'll go and do that later and yeah, use that for the rest of the trip. To show you just how bright it is, my camera is setting its exposure to, is that right? 20,000. 1/20,000th of a second. It is so fast that it is going full-blown electric shutter, and that's one of the benefits I like with this. So I always set my Fuji cameras up to it's like a hybrid combination of front curtain shutter, like full physical shutter, and automatic electronic shutter. So it's like the mechanical and the electronic combined, and depending on the conditions it will favour one or the other. But yeah, it just sounds like it's broken when it does it, but it's just because it is ridiculously fast. 1/20,000th. I remember when cameras were only at 1/4,000th was a maximum, or 1/8,000th. That was a big deal for some DSLRs. I suppose I was going for f2 because I wanted to separate out the boat from the background a little bit. 1/22,000th of a second now. What does this go up to? Should we have a wander around into the town? Go on, Charlie. still can't get over just how incredibly blue the water is. Like, it's unbelievable how blue it is.
It looks like you're on a set. Like literally like a green screen.
It's like, it just doesn't look real. When you look at the photos, it's so sharp and crystal blue, it's crazy. Especially given that there's so many boats here, you'd think that would be polluted and like churning up, but don't know. Makes you wonder what the rest of the island's like for blue water. Yeah, look through the viewfinder on this one.
Right.
No, as in you, not the camera. It's also funny, situations here where if you have a big boat, you have to have a little boat to get to your big boat. And then you need a little boat to get to your little boat to get to your big boat. Actually, yeah, that is a point. How do you get to your little boat there to get to your big boat? That is a very satisfying cloud. Time to rent a car. You ready? It's been a while since we've driven a manual, but let's do it. Inspection check. It's very odd driving a manual again. Kind of jerky. Don't be a jerk. I can't help it. I'm liking this sideways sun. So we picked up the car from the airport. There's only really two major places that you can get a car in Malta. I mean, you can get cars everywhere, but we like to book it with Avis because if you do it through BA, you get an additional driver for free, which makes sense. We got it from the airport because we'll obviously be dropping it back there and just makes it easier to book, to be honest. But yeah, since having the car, it's just nice to have a bit of freedom. So we've just driven about 10 minutes west to a place called Blue Grotto, and yeah, it's like a little cave formation, and guess what? The water's very blue. I can't get over how blue it is here. It's crazy blue. that concludes another chilled day in Malta. I hope you've been enjoying these chilled vlogs and enjoying the photos and all the videos and vibes. As I've been saying every video in this little series, I'm just thoroughly enjoying being back traveling. And yeah, onwards for the next one. Now that we've got the car, we've got a few spots around Malta that we're going to go and visit. So we will be doing some time in Gozo as well. And there's Mdina and I think it's a 3 city or 3 villages area. Yeah, just a few little spots, and we're going to be changing hotel in a couple of nights as well. So yeah, this has been a chilled one, a relaxed one, and once again finishing off with a nice bit of a glowing sun. All right, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one real soon. See you later. Bye bye.